Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be going over the stock picks for March 29th through April the 2nd. Just to reiterate, I'm not a financial advisor. Make sure you do your own research before investing in any stock. Also, if you find value in today's video, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. It really helps out the channel in a massive way. Also, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy our content. Hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can let you know every time we release new content. Other than that, guys, let's dive right on into it. Okay, guys, so just a recap of March 22nd through the 26th. My picks were Genius Brands, ticker symbol GNUS, Golden Nugget Online Gaming, GNOG, GVO, and GRAY. So we'll go through kind of what happened with those. Genius had a nice little run up, got as high as $3.13, and finished the week out at about 254. So we kind of talked about that. We may see a little spike up in anticipation in next week because this stock has had a lot of talks about the Marvel agreement being released, although no one knows exactly what that's going to entail, right? So I did, buy some on Friday, and I'll talk a little bit about more, about that in a little bit, but that's what happened this past week on it. GNOG beat earnings on revenue and still got beat down like a lot of the other things in the market. So it creates some more buying opportunities for you and whoever else wants to, potentially start their position or average down. GVO fell about 25% for the week. It was somewhere in the tens, finished somewhere in the eights. So that didn't really, perform like I was hoping for. But again, the markets are just kind of, in my opinion, kind of unpredictable right now. Um, and then GRAY. This was one of our undervalued plays that we scanned on FinViz, and I ended up just, it fell a little bit more, so cut ties with it. I didn't have a whole lot of skin in the game anyway. So if you're in this play, it's still pretty much undervalued. So eventually, hopefully, it'll come back up for you if you're still in. If not, I would just go ahead and, cut losses and move on to the next one. Okay, guys, so my picks for March 29th through April the 2nd. Number one on the list is Genius Brands, ticker symbol GNUS. Like I was telling you earlier, I got half of my position filled through my TD Ameritrade account, and I'm going to watch how it reacts tomorrow. And if it falls lower, then I'm going to finish out my position on GNUS in anticipation for the PR that's coming on the 30th. So I do have a full position in Webull, and I'm just going to probably hold on to that one and see how high it can take me if it has some really good news. Um, so we'll just kind of see what happens. Option play, I have an option play for $3.50, and it's a call. So I'm saying that I think Genius will hit 350 by April the 9th. I'm hoping it hits a lot sooner than that. Obviously, that'd be great. And then tomorrow, also, if it does fall below 250, I'm going to take out another option for 250. That way, if it goes way past 250, I knock it out the park. All right. And I have Tesla. Okay, this is an expensive play, but if you're, if you have that amount of money to invest, it might be a good opportunity for you here. Last night, someone shared some information about there was a leaked video or phone conversation of Elon Musk with his company, and they were talking about the company and talking about how Tesla could be the biggest company in the world fairly soon, and going over all this type of stuff. I didn't get to hear the call per se, but I'm thinking, in my opinion, that if this gets out and people start talking about it, then you could see a run up in the price just based off the hype alone. Okay. But anyway, long term, in my opinion, I think that it's going to double within the next 6 to 8 months. So this stock is kind of volatile to me, in my opinion. It's just so, like, it can shoot up 50 bucks in a day, it can shoot down 50 bucks in a day, and so I'm just holding on to it until it does double, potentially triple, and then I'll probably I don't know, I may end up holding it at that point, depending on what's going on with it, or I may end up selling and taking profit once it double or triples. So next one up, guys, is NIO, ticker symbol NIO. It's been selling off for a couple of weeks, and I think it's due for a recovery move, which we'll look at here in a couple of minutes. And then the bottom of the list is Golden Nugget Online Gaming, GNOG. I think this is just a good swing play, guys, in my opinion, from 1350. Okay, that 1350 range, 1375 range. buy in there and ride it up to 16 or 17 bucks. I think that's a no-brainer. I think you can make a decent amount of money on that one. I think that's kind of an easy money play, in my opinion. Okay, guys, let's look at the charts and see what they're telling us for our plays. Here is Genius Brands, ticker symbol GNUS. And like I said, it hit a high of 313, got rejected, pulled down pretty hard, and we now have a support level of $2.29. This is part of the reason I did not finish out my full position, because I want to see if it's going to fall further closer to that level. And if it does, then I'm going to pounce all over it and finish out my position there. So your resistance is going to be 271. Okay. And, we are trading above that SMA line, which is a good thing. Now, one thing I'm not 100% on are the earnings. So it says here on TD Ameritrade that earnings are going to be on the 31st after market close, but on StockTwits, it says that it's going to be, I believe, on April the 9th before market open. So I'm really not sure exactly which one's correct. All right, so just to kind of keep that in mind, put that on your radar. If anyone has any information on that, feel free to comment below. But let's look at the next play. Let's look at Tesla. Okay, so Tesla is trading at roughly about 600 bucks right now. Okay, which, yes, I know it's pretty steep. All right, but it's been selling off for a couple of weeks and been getting beat down, and it's holding support around that $600 level. So I think this would be a good buy right here. Anything in the 600s or below would be a good buy, because once it starts to decide to move and make a recovery, then it's going to fly, man. And it's it's trading below the SMA line right now, which is a little concerning, of course, because it did break trend. But eventually, once it does start recovering, then I can see it probably making a pretty aggressive move to the upside. So I think now would be a decent time to get in. If this is something that's a little bit too expensive for you, this is another play that I've talked about where you can actually track the major tech players. Okay, and this tracks some of the major tech plays in the market. It's trading at a lot cheaper, obviously, than Tesla, right? It's in the 20s, so you can buy just a couple of shares here and there and build your position. That's kind of what I'm doing. So once tech starts recovering, this is going to recover as well. Next up, NEO, ticker IO. So again, this one, just about everything that we're going to talk about, a lot of these are trading below the SMA line, because a lot of things have been selling off and everything. So this, in my opinion, is due for some type of recovery. We had a big sell-off. We bounced off of support, came back up, came right back down, and if we could bounce off of support, I think we can see a very, very sharp slingshot move up to back towards the upside, kind of looking like a big, in my opinion, a big W or double bottom here. So your support's 3501. If we can stay above that and bounce off of that, that's a great sign. And then our support would be 4256. Okay. So even if you get in, guys, just for a swing play right here, okay, I would wait for a confirmation candle, meaning one green candle close above that that EMA line, that green EMA line, and obviously with a buy signal, maybe a buy signal, then confirmation candle, and then ride it up, put a stop loss on it. That way, if we get rejected at the 42.56 level, it'll bounce you out and you protect your profits. Or if it busts through there, maybe do your trailing stop loss. That way, as your price goes up, your stop loss goes up with it as well. Okay. Now let's look at Golden Nugget again. Um, this thing here, man, it had a nice little run. As you see, last time we got to about the 1350 level, we shot straight up and we hit almost 20 bucks. We're at 1927, and then just gotten beat like we stole something. So we're down to 1357-ish again. Okay. And the earnings, guys, we beat earnings on revenue. We did show a loss, net loss, but that was due to the merger, so that was to be expected. So again, guys, trading more buying opportunities for us at these prices. If you're not in, this would be the perfect time to get in my opinion. If you want to do just a swing play, get in here, ride it up to about the 1650 level, and then bounce out if you're kind of, if you're nervous about if it's going to, get rejected or move forward or whatnot. So I think that these are some good prices. Okay, guys, just a couple other ones for the watch list. Hemp, HEMP. New York State presented a bill to legalize marijuana, and I believe they're going to vote on it this week, if I'm not mistaken. Also, ZNOG, Zion Oil and Gas, they filed their 10K on the 24th of March, and making people a little bit uneasy based on some of the verbiage inside that 10K, and rightfully so. I mean, they're talking about potentially having to uh, halt operations and stuff like that. But that could just be them, like saying like worst case scenario to kind of protect themselves. But I'm not sure. They haven't released any type of news since about February the 1st, I believe was the last time they released anything. So I just keep an eye on that because if they release any type of information that's good, it should slingshot it up, hopefully. But if they come out with anything that's bad, and then that thing is going to crash like you would not believe, in my opinion. And then IDEX guys have earnings on March the 31st, so keep an eye out for that. All right, guys, that's all I got for you today. Make sure that you like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, comment below on what you would like to see. If you have not started investing yet and you are interested, I do have my link below to sign up for Webull. You get some free stocks whenever you sign up and deposit $100. So, guys, that's all I have for you. Best of luck this week and beyond, and we'll talk to you in the next video.